Welcome back to the same episode. I was going to say David in the Wild. No. I'm living in the burbs, apparently. So I will be living in the forest, I imagine, with my sister. I doubt it. I wouldn't want to live with her. We get along, but we don't get along. She also doesn't like me smoking Crystal meth. But she accepts the fact that I'm happy. Let him be happy. So she wants to see her brother. She accepts that fact, but she's like, personally, I don't like it. You don't smoke it. You've never smoked it. Your opinion of it is irrelevant. You know, you don't even know what it does to me or you. So don't assume you know. That's the biggest thing I hate about people. Assume everything. You think you fucking know everything? You know, assume if you don't know from life experience, then you don't know. Shut your mouth. You know, your opinion is irrelevant. Anyway, when I got there, oh, look at this, speaking of. It's Coca-Cola dark coffee. I said, by the time I get to the bottom of that, there's got to be kicker in there. So I got my trailer, I got the flatbed, so you can see. It's on top of the wagon. It sits right on there, it fits perfectly. With railings on the top. There was some girl there. I met her once before when I was there, but she came out when I bought these things, and I said I called, left a message, tell Zach I was here to get my trailer. And she's like, okay, if I see him. But the wagon, or the lawnmower was moved over to his shed, and he still hasn't returned a call or anything. It's weird, weird. Like he hasn't texted or anything. I'm not sure if you can hear me for the wind on the microphone. It's pretty windy. I was going to go to the library to charge my doodad, and work on that thing. The riffraff hang up here at the Kingston Center. As you can see, if you can see. That's Loblaws over there, way over behind me, and then the dollar store and stuff. They call it the Kingston Center, I don't know. And then that gas station over there, they call that traffic circle. And that's not, it's not like legal, it's slang, I guess. So anyway, that's where the riffraff hang out. They were waiting for me outside McDonald's. I didn't know that. It dawned on me later on that McDonald's closed at 10. I was there till 11. When I left, the dining room's closed. There's no reason for them to be sitting there, other than they're waiting for me. And it was set up through Travis, because I saw Travis brought that big guy to my yard. And when I opened the door, they were escaping or leaving my yard. So I just came to get my stuff. You don't have any stuff here, is what I said. Anyway, he came back like 5 times after that. 3 times after that. I never opened the door once. I told him to fuck off 1 trillion times. Leave me alone, what the fuck? And he's like, fine, that's all you have to say. That was the last time I heard from him. But if I said it, I said it 800 times. What part don't you get? And this final time you listened, instead of he had a shit in my yard, I just asked with a towel, hid it, so that I would wonder where that smell was coming from. Took a pork chop, the one that I was supposed to eat when he invited me for dinner, and he put it in the sleeve of the sweater and left the sweater there. It liquefied into maggots. It stunk so bad. There's no smell like maggots. Let me tell you, if you smell them, you're gagging. I don't care who you are. The smell is awful, awful, awful. So anyway, I don't want to stop here because my wagon has stuff in it. And I had to leave it outside. So homebound I am. Whoa, traffic, whole bunch. Yeah, so homebound I am to drop this off. Ooh, maybe I will start digging up the plants. I walk over to, what I'll do is I'll drop this stuff off, grab the bike, head to the grocery store to grab my bread and sugar and garbage bags. And then I'll go home, I guess, and grab, or maybe I'll dig up the plants and transport them over to Chrissy's. I call him Chrissy, because he's fag. So, I think I told you about this bench once. A friend of mine stole it from the golf course, but got this far and put it down because he couldn't carry it any further. And these people here thought it belonged here. He said he came by, he moved it once, they moved it back. So I think the people here think that belongs here. It actually belongs to the golf course, that's way over there. But whatever, I mind my business. Don't do me. I mean, I said jokingly, oh, I got a wagon, thanks for telling me that, that was stolen, I'll just take that, thanks. I wouldn't do that, it's gross. At least most of my yard was nice. I have a fountain. Actually, I have a lighted curtain, like curtain lights, and it was great because the tree that fell over would hang from it. I have solar lights that come on in the evening, and they do this thing called like a circus, like a cross. It just, you know, how they flash. It makes it look like they're going somewhere. So that, and I have some really nice, expensive Noma lights. They were on clearance at Canadian Tire. They're like $100 lights. I got them for $28 or $29.99. That's how I got that little buggy. Somebody bought it and bent it. It's so slightly bent. And they took it back and it's on clearance or whatever in the reduced bin. 23 bucks I paid for that, which was awesome. It's $100 regular. So it's like, because, you know, they give good deals once in a while. The toolbox that I bought, I paid $100 for that, and it's broken, like it's crap. And I even told the cashier, I'm like, it's MasterCraft. I thought, you know, it was Canadian Tire brand. She's like, no, unless you spend real money, everything's crap. You're kidding, $100 is not real money? Anyway, Mike got the exact same fucking toolbox for $16. Every time I see him, oh, is that the toolbox that we have? Yeah, he rubs it in. Oh, he came over the other night. I fed off him for a good hour. I haven't been with anybody in a while. The last person I was with him, which was last month. So I was like, oh, it's good to see you again. Or good to taste you again, I meant. So that's my fun for the evening, or whatever, this month. Now it's just work, you know, get my fucking shit out of there. Don't, you know, I'm so stressed. I can't even, you know, I can't wrap my head around it. What is wrong with these people? You know what I mean? Nobody minds their own business. Nobody. That's why I'm like, where in the world am I going to find somebody who's going to invite me to the yard? If I don't need, my house is off grid now. You know, I can produce my own power and my own water. So I don't need anything from them. Basically, I'd like the space that I have now, and that would be great. I mean, so I can have a garden again. But it was fluke that I got this one. I think maybe they just brought me there to clean the fucking thing. Now that it's clean and it looks great, I'm evicted. You know, because that's awful. You know, literally, they had 5 dead mattresses in there. Household garbage. There was so much garbage. I'd say roughly 40 trips with garbage in my wagon. Then, not even counting the trees, the limbs and everything, just so I could see the ground. It was so overgrown. Like, even if you Google the address, you can't see land. It's all trees like a canopy. When I was not, I needed sun. And priorities, I like trees, but I like sun more if I can have some hydro. You know, so I chopped down a lot of trees. Not killed them, just, chopped them high enough that they'll grow again. And I've already been trimming them again, going, no babies, no babies. There's so many of them that they literally suck the ground dry to desert. You know what I mean? That cracks. I bought 5 bags of the good grass seed, hydrogen, or hydroseed or something. 5 bags of it. There were so many seeds, you couldn't see dirt. And a lot of it took, but a lot of it didn't. Sorry, car coming. So that's my day. I got up late. I'm sorry, I didn't today. I got up early, but I didn't want to leave my house. I'm so tired, tired all the time, because it never stops. Whether it be, physical labor that I have to do, or it's fucking emotional fucking drainage that they're sucking from me. I can't fucking stand it, to the point where I'm yelling in my house by myself, because you don't understand. Nobody will. As people watch this, you think you have empathy for me? No, you don't. You don't even know what it's like to be. I understand curiosity. I've been in there 2 years. Curiosity's done. Mind your fucking business. I live in here. Judge me for the size of my home. Great, size queens. The size of my home. I've even lost dates because it's the size of my house. And I've gained some just because he wanted to get laid in a tiny house in his bucket list. I'm like, I can accommodate that. Just because that's what he said. I'm like, what? You're really not even into me. What, you just want a fucking tiny house? Yep. Just so I say I did it. Okay. I can oblige. I give rides to anybody. Just ask. Most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm top. 100% of the time, I'm top. There's no tops in the city. Therefore, when I want to bottom, good luck. You know, if I did find a top who shows up and he's fat or he's got his legs in the air, you know, great. So, if you've ever been bashed, labeled, beaten down, not physically, not yet anyway, like they haven't physically touched me or harmed me yet, but you know, you can only take so much. I had a crying fit 3 days ago or 4 days ago. I didn't smoke the whole day, and I was trying to, like, not wean myself down, but, you know, see how long I could go, I guess. It took me 3 days, just, because my house is like stacked like Jenga, or Tetris. If you want to move one thing, you have to move 10 things in order to get to that one thing. In the meanwhile, you had to move 5 other things in order to, you know, accommodate that. I set things on the floor is now full. I mean, it's just awful. To move a shelf, it took me 3 days to put in 2 new shelves. Because there's no storage, right? So I need shelves. Anyway, pitchforking a big garden.